I'm willing to bet most of you have a kitchen or a bathroom that was designed by someone else, someone who created storage and cabinets based on a cookie cutter blueprint. Well, wouldn't you like something that works for your specific needs, something designed by you? That is what Shelf Genie of Columbus is all about, and here to show us just how easy the process can be is owner Michael Saunders. Good to see you, Michael.
Good to see you, Robin.
All right, so the only cookie cutters you have in your plans, Michael, are the ones you're storing in the drawers, right?
Yes, there is nothing cookie cutter about what we do.
So you are all about your clients' needs, and the whole design process, which we've talked about before, kind of happens in stages. So start us off at the beginning. How do you start with your clients?
We do a walkthrough. What we really want to know is, why did you call us out here? What was that one problem, that one, two things that just drove you to the point where you said, I got to call these people?
To the brink,
Yeah,
yes.
to the brink.
Okay, so you tell people to don't clean up before we get here.
Oh, no.
Don't try and make this, impress us with what you've done. We want to see your disaster.
We can't fix it if we can't see it.
Perfect. Okay, so we are going to give us have you give us some examples of kind of the needs that you solve. So what are the things people call you for?
I would say our number one need, we have a lot of clientele who are elderly, and the number one need that they have is accessibility. As we get older, it's harder to get down on our hands and knees and dig into the back of those cabinets, get to that little half shelf that's back there that nobody can see unless you're down on your hands and knees. That's probably our number one priority. We also deal with a lot of condos, a lot of people who are downsizing as they get older, moving into condos, so we have to create more space. They downsize their space, but they don't downsize their stuff.
Their stuff, yeah.
And then there's just those people who want to get more organized.
Which is obvious. I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't want to be more organized. So it's a good way to get that done. And as part of the process too, we've talked about this, and I'm excited to see these 3D renderings. That's kind of how you start off showing people all that you can do.
Well, we walk through, and as we walk through the kitchen and we're doing the design process, we're sketching it up on some graph paper. That graph paper means a lot to me. It means a lot to my installer. It really means nothing to the client.
But it looks cool, right?
Graph paper looks cool, but then we do this. We do the 3D afterwards, and that's when the clients get really excited. I'll have wives that are yelling in the other room, honey, you got to come in here and see this. And we're able to move things around, and we're able to show them exactly what their kitchen, their space, whatever it is going to really look like when we're done.
They kind of see the reality. It probably clicks. The light goes on. This is what you can do.
I mean, there's a lot of times where we'll get the comment, I kind of understood what you were talking about, but now I totally understand what you're talking about when they see it.
We like to see it. Yeah.
We're very visual people, all of us.
So, Michael, after the design's locked in, you show them that. What happens next?
Once the design's locked in, we come to an agreement on price, everything, place the order. Within a week, an installer is going to come out. He's going to take very detailed measurements of everything. We submit those measurements to manufacturing, have everything built. This is a custom product. It's not sitting on a shelf somewhere. We're not going to build it till we've measured your spaces. And then it ships up to my installer. He schedules a time to come out and do the install. 99% of our installs are done in 1 day or less. And the whole process is about 4 to 6 weeks. That's
crazy. So it's the install 1 day, whole process done. It's not that you can't use your kitchen for months on end. I mean, this stuff, it's accessible. It's helping you get the kitchen you want.
You take your stuff out the night before we show up to install. You put it back in the evening, we're done. So you got about a 1 day period there where you got a little inconvenience.
Okay, and Michael, people always wonder, pricing, financing. Let's talk about some options.
We do actually have financing. Fifth Third Bank for the last 2 years has done a great thing with us. It's a 12-month interest-free credit card. It's not 12 months same as cash. It's not deferred interest. It's interest-free for 12 months. At the end of that 12 months, you start paying interest on whatever your balance is.
Okay, so you can get it done paid in a year and you're good to go.
Absolutely.
Okay, like most home improvement projects too, people probably want to sit down and go through beginning to end with you and make sure everything is done before you even walk in the door. So is all this financing, everything taken care of before you get started?
No, we do it right there in the home. Depending on the time of day we're running the appointment, if someone says, I'm really interested in the financing, I will call my contact at the bank up right then and there, hand the people my phone. 99% of the time they can be pre-approved on the spot. If not, 1 business day, and we're approved and actually have the credit card number and are able to start the the job in one day.
All right, Michael, your team, you make it easy. So the phone number, the website up on screen if you're interested in Shelf Genie of Columbus. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.